What's something small you did that ended up being the perfect revenge? I didn't steal his spotlight. I made it harder to lie about it. This is one of those stories where the revenge wasn't dramatic, violent, or cartoonishly elaborate. It was just paperwork, timing, and not being desperate for immediate payback. It stuck around longer than any shouting match would have. I worked at a mid-sized marketing agency. Everyone there was borderline caffeine dependent and very good at pretending the last-minute chaos was strategic. There was one guy, Mark, who had a talent for two things: sliding into other people's work at the last minute and taking credit for it and smiling in meetings like he'd invented the color blue. He was slick, friendly, and so good at charming managers that nobody wanted to call him out. One quarter, my team and I spent 6 exhausting weeks building a pitch deck for a huge potential client midnight edits, live feedback sessions, running mock presentations on our lunch breaks. I did the market research and built the data slides. 2 other people did creative and copy. We literally lived on that deck for a month. 2 days before the pitch, Mark helped by adding a couple of aesthetic tweaks and reordering a few slides. He didn't stay late. He didn't answer the frantic Slack messages at 10 p.m. when the charts were still broken. But at the presentation, when the director asked who led the research and strategy, Mark casually raised his hand and said, "Oh, I put together the strategy and data." The director beamed. The client nodded approvingly. My mouth went dry. I could have stormed out. I could have called him out right there, which would have been messy and made me look like the person making a scene. Instead, I did something small and boring and very effective. I documented everything. Here's exactly what I did over the next week. Saved every draft and timestamped file I'd already been saving versions because the client asked for source files. I renamed the files with dates and short notes, e.g., Market Analysis 2024-06-03 V3 JM XLSX, and uploaded them to the team drive in the folder we were supposed to use. Collected Slack threads and emails every time someone asked a question or I shared a chart. That message was still in Slack or in my sent folder. I bookmarked the important ones. Made a concise, professional recap email. I wrote a single, matter-of-fact email and sent it to the project channel and the client, copying my director. A timeline of the work, who did what, and links to the source files. No accusations, no passive-aggressive language, just objective facts and receipts. Let the process breathe. I didn't immediately escalate. I gave the director a moment to read the email and the client a chance to review the source files if they wanted. That email looked like this paraphrase to preserve the vibe. "Hi everyone, great pitch today. For reference, I've uploaded the final deck plus the research files and a version history here.